Hey guys, happy Friday. It's layout update time. Yeah, it's been a little while, hasn't it? I missed last week because I got the flu, just a regular old flu, and just kind of feeling underneath the weather. So I didn't do any video or anything like that, didn't run anything over here, but I did get a little bit of work done over here in the new section. This is, let me step back a little bit. This is the newest section of the layout here, Orange, California. And as you recall, I didn't put any ground cover down over in this section. Well, I started doing that. I got some of my DG mix and started gluing all this down. So this is now all glued up. You can see this is where our little building is going to be, so I didn't bother doing that. But this has been all dried out for at least like a week and a half or something like that. I figured I'd do a little bit of a layout update. I'm still kind of getting over the flu, so if I sound a little congested, that's why. I still got to do the ground cover on this little section here, do a little bit of touch-up work over, over in the corner right there and everything like that. But I wanted to get a video out here, and I figured, you know what, I'll get a little bit of work done here. So I'm gonna put the camera down and make sure you can see something right there. I thought, now that we've got our ground cover down over here, we can do a little bit of grass and stuff like that. So just so you get an idea what this all looks like. So this building's gonna sit kind of, well, like that. And then we're gonna have grass around over here in this little open area back here. So let me kind of twist that up a little bit. There we go. And we'll do a little bit of grass there along the rails and everything. Now I do kind of two different colors here. Got some 7 mil longer tan, and then got some 4 mil bright green. Usually I use a little bit of sort of that mix, but I'm all out of it, so we're gonna do green over here a little bit, and we'll see what it looks like. I'm gonna get my glue going over here. We're gonna do a couple of spots now. Let me show you this a little bit closer. So when you put your ground cover down over there, I put straight glue with a little bit of water, mix it all up, just cover the whole place. Cover it in your ground cover, which in my case here, I was using decomposed granite, DG, just, I got it all in my backyard here in Southern California. So just dug some out and put it down. Sometimes I put a little bit of, what do you call it? Yeah, I can't think now. Powdered stuff, I forgot what the heck it is. What is it? This stuff down here. Grout, that's what it is. I use my little bag of grout right there. And I mix that in there just to give it a little bit of a different color. But once you let it all dry and then you vacuum it all up, you do get a few spots, like here where, it was a little bit thinner right here. There's a few spots along the rails, things like that. And that's no big deal because I kind of use that as where I'm going to be doing grass and things like that. So let me prop you up here somehow, and we'll start doing a little bit of stuff there. I'm going to try to prop up the camera a little bit so you get a better view. There we go. All right, full strength glue. Let's see if I can't squeeze some out. I'm guessing right around this rail right here we're going to have quite a bit, so I'm trying to cover up this this little there's like a crack right there. There's a seam right there from that kind of came up below. Let's put a bunch of this stuff down over here. Pretty random, but at least I'm trying to kind of cover up some of the, some of the spots where the ground cover didn't fully glue, And again, we do a couple of different passes here. I'm going to do just this one little spot because I'm not going to bore you with all this. Yeah, well, I think that's pretty good right there. We'll do a couple more over here and there, like so. This is where you can really get kind of artistic, you know what I mean? All right. Now again, I'm going to do more around over there, but we're just going to focus in on this one section of track, and we'll start with our tan stuff here. Now I do have a static applicator. You could use all that, but I found that you can get just as pretty much the same results just by dumping it on like this, and we're gonna vacuum the excess up, get it good and covered, all those little spots. And we're gonna recycle all this stuff. Give it a good pat so it kind of gets down into the glue. All right. Then I got my shop vac and a little piece of old pantyhose socks kind of thing right there. I put that over there on the end of the shop vac and vacuum it up. So I'm going to do that right now, and I will quiet this down in the post editing of the video, so you don't have to listen to it, but you get to enjoy the strange satisfaction of vacuuming up static grass. Here we go. All right, you can see that came out looking pretty good, and we'll dump the rest back into our container here for reuse. All right, so let me show you how that looks. There you go. And you can see, you kind of move the, you move the vacuum up and down. You can kind of maneuver, and that's what makes the grass kind of stand up a little bit. So easier than using the static grass applicator, I guess, or just as easy either way. All right, next up, I just put glue all over my hand. We're gonna do just a little bit of green here. Again, I'm gonna keep blending this and stuff like that. We'll come back with different colors and things like that. Excuse me, still getting over that crud. We'll put a little bit of green. Not too much, just here and there. Most of this is pretty dried up. That's the kind of look that I'm going for, but maybe there's a few little spots here and there of, stuff that's still a little green. It'll all get mixed up and look decent. Let's see, where else? Maybe right there. All right. I think that's enough, actually. I'm not going to do too much because this is pretty bright and I don't want it being that bright. But now some of this will also stick to the glue that we did in the last application here. I'm not going to try to do too much. So I'm going to be a little bit more kind of selective. I'm not just going to dump it all out because I don't want to cover completely up the tanner stuff. Just here and there, a little bit like that. Just a little bit. All right. Now, since we already got the other stuff on there, I'm not really going to tap too much. I just want to make sure I get a little bit. Most of this stuff will come back up. All right. Back to the shop vac. I'm going to grab my sock here. There's a lot of grass on there. All right, one more pass through with the shop vac. We'll see what it looks like. Here we go. All right, we'll just recycle all of that. I'm gonna leave that right there. All right, there we go. Looking pretty good. Just a little bit of green right there mixed in, and yeah, that's the way I do my my static grass right there. And you can still see little bits of glue here and there. That'll all dry up and you won't be able to see it. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna do little patches here and there. Over here where we're gonna be going over the Santa Ana River. We're gonna have to cut that kind of down at an angle here and here and get all this done up. But for the most part, this is just gonna be empty, you know, kind of just like this with a little bit of grass and stuff, maybe a few shrubs and things like that. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that quick little video here. I'm still recovering from my flu, so I'm gonna go sit, maybe do a little bit more work right here, off and on the rest of today. And I hope you guys had a good couple of weeks there, I guess. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.